Hi, Nicola Cairncross here and welcome back to the channel. I've just had an email from a young lady called Georgiana. Georgiana? I'm not sure. She's from Bulgaria anyway. She's living in Chicago right now and she is a digital marketing manager at a big agency over there. And she's lived around the world and she's now writing her own newsletter called Alt Girl. And we met because she's emailed me because I listed my newsletter on a website called lettergrowth.com. And lettergrowth.com is a place where you can list your newsletter and you can find people to do swap promotions with, which can take the form of mailing on each other's behalf, or it can take the form of putting a little ad for each other so for example, she'd put an ad in for my newsletter in her newsletter, or I could do the same for her. The other thing we could do is we could swap articles. I could either give her something that I've written and ditto for her, and we could put that in as an article, and then we could put a little credit box at the end. I don't know if you know this, but my whole online career started with me writing a newsletter. I was learning how to become a coach because I wanted to work from home, and in spite of the fact I'd sent off the most monumental training called Coach You with Thomas Leonard. So what I did was I started writing a newsletter once a week, just summing up what I was learning about business marketing, online marketing, and then gradually it morphed into the Money Gym newsletter because I was most interested in learning about wealth creation and why some people are poor and some people are not, and the difference between the two. So the Money Gym went out week after week, and in the beginning there was only 18 subscribers, which was all I could drum up among my family and friends. But it had a little link at the bottom of it, and it said, if you like this, if you enjoyed this newsletter, do pass it on to a friend or family member. And if anyone enjoyed the newsletter, they would come to my website, which was very simple in those days, simple 5-page website, and they would sign up for the newsletter. Every week I got questions and responses and replies, which gave me an idea of what else people would like to see me write about. And the other thing I was doing, which I didn't realise how impactful that was at the time, was I was archiving each newsletter on the website. So there was a little link on the menu and it said newsletter, and you'd go through to that, but before you go through to sign up, you'd actually get a list of all the previous newsletters and what was the main topic on each one. So a lot of people went and read the back issues. But the better thing that was happening was that Google was indexing all the back issues, and it was like an early form of blogging. So I grew my website traffic dramatically just by doing that. Nowadays I've got my newsletter on Substack because you benefit from having the Substack audience as well. I've really just been using it to notify my mailing list or about new videos on the YouTube channel. But Georgiana's email has made me think that perhaps I should start writing again. What do you think? Just once a week perhaps, just a little roundup of the week or one thing that's caught my attention. I did stop writing because I was so obsessed and incensed by what was going on in the world that I couldn't think of anything to write about apart from that. And I've somehow find it easier to keep my attention on matters of business, finance and marketing if I'm doing a video rather than writing a newsletter. So we'll see how that goes, but it depends what she comes back with. And I'm hoping that the whole lettergrowth.com idea, which is just the most genius idea and so simple, and I'm sure other people have done it before, but this person seems to be doing it really, really well. And he's made it very easy. I signed up the other day. It was completely free of charge. I'm sure that won't last. But I suppose the idea is to get a lot of people participating on the platform, testing out the bugs, and also then getting success stories. Then they'll be able to start charging people for the service. So this video is just really a ramble about newsletters. Do you use a newsletter in your business? Is it exciting? Does it bring you any customers or clients? Do you track that indeed? You know, you actually can by putting special links in your newsletter and seeing if it turns into sales. You actually act as your own affiliate if you've got such a tracking device on your shopping cart. If you've got any questions about newsletters, I'd love to hear them because I have, as I say, run a newsletter for years. The Money Gym newsletter, which was actually NicolaCairncross.com in the early days, and it turned into the Diary of a Seaside Landlady before it became the Money Gym newsletter. And the Diary of a Seaside Landlady happened because I bought a 12-bedroom hotel, no money down. And everybody was absolutely fascinated to read about that every week, the whole process of borrowing the money from the bank and then doing up the hotel in 6 weeks flat, ready for the summer season. So that really entranced my readership. It was like a week by week serialization of, can this girl pull it off? And then, of course, when I opened the hotel, I was able to do special offers for the newsletter readers. I was able to turn the ancient old guest book into subscribers by sending out postcards. I think I've got a video down below here that's called Postcards to Profit. So if you look for that one, it's got a picture of Seth Godin on the front. I'll flash up a thumbnail here for you. But that's how I turned the old guests from the hotel into new subscribers to my newsletter, by getting them to come to the website and put their name and email in. And I remember specifically when Steve took over as the manager of the hotel for me, he absolutely hated writing that newsletter, but he knew when he became a website designer later on that that was the best way to keep in touch with his clients, was just to write something, a little bit of a tip or a little bit of help, just send it out weekly. That's all you need to do to keep in touch with not only your customers and clients, but your potential future customers and clients. It enables people to get a feel for the cut of your jib, as it were, and find out if they like you before they want to do business with you. So highly recommend it. Might end up doing it again myself. I'm trying to talk myself back into it. I do actually enjoy writing a weekly review. It's a bit like journaling, but doing it online. I wonder if I can keep the politics out of it though. Let's hope so. Anyway, go and have a look at Jojana's website. It's a really nice looking website. It's at, let me just get this right, altgirl.net. So she's benefited from just reaching out to me, hasn't she? She's the same age as my daughter, and I'm most impressed with her website. Just asking if I'll consider featuring one of her items in my newsletter, because I'm mentioning her here and she's getting on my YouTube channel. So it's a good idea to check it out, writing a newsletter, check out lettergrowth.com and check out Jojana's website, because it's really very nice looking indeed. I like her style of writing too, nice and punchy. I might try and make myself a bit less verbose if I do start writing a weekly roundup of my week. What do you think? Interesting? Not interesting? Let me know below if you'd like to see a weekly newsletter rather than just the video notifications. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.